Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review, another budget beer review. I have a playlist tab, I think, somewhere on my YouTube channel, and I've put together a budget beer playlist. There's a lot of people who are commenting on videos going, hey, have you had this? You should try this. Check out that playlist. The beer that you're asking if I've had might be on there. Don't know. If it's not, come back and say, hey, try drinking this. But yeah, there's a playlist. It's called Budget Beers. You should be able to find all those reviews that we've been doing. But we are finally coming full circle on this channel. We are finally reviewing Coors Light, the one and only. This is my favorite macro lager of all time. I've drank more Coors Light in my life than any other beer ever. It's not even close. Coors Light was my first aha moment with beer, where I realized I love beer. I'm not afraid to admit that or say it. My dad drank Coors Light, so growing up I was around Coors Light, and I decided when I was of age and I liked beer, I was going to drink Coors Light. So I was actually golfing with him and my uncle a long time ago. I don't know, 20 years ago. And it was super hot, and we got done, and we went out to the parking lot to throw our clubs in the back of my dad's car to drive home, and him and my uncle sat and hung out, and they were talking, drinking some beer. There was Coors Light. My uncle always had Coors Light in an ice chest in his car. He's the greatest Coors Light drinker of all time. I'll die on that hill. And they're like, hey buddy, you want a beer? And I'm like, nah, I don't really like beer. It's back before I really liked beer. And so they're like, okay, no problem. And they were sitting and talking, and I sat and was BSing with them, and you know, they had a beer, and then they opened another one, and he was like, you sure you don't want one? I'm like, nah, I really don't like beer. And he was like, have you ever had a beer when it's 90 degrees out? And I'm like, no. I just washed this glass out. There's bubbles everywhere. How dare you? And I was like, no, never had a beer when it's 90 degrees out. He's like, it might change your mind. And I was like, you know what? I'll try one. And he threw me one. I opened it, took a massive drink of it, and I was just like, that was like the light bulb went on. It was the most delicious, thirst-quenching, refreshing thing I'd ever tasted, and that was the day that I fell in love with beer. I remember it like it was yesterday. So Coors Light, Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. You guys know this beer. Everyone knows this beer. There's a California like logo on this. It's kind of tripping me out because it's a Colorado brewery, but it says "Keeping California Chill" with the California bear on it. Love it. So it is super pale, straw yellow, plenty of carb. You guys saw all the bubbles sticking to the glass. There was a fluffy, I mean, there's still a finger of Bright White Head. It was over a finger of Bright White Head when we poured that. It looks like a lager. It probably looks darker on camera to you guys because of this red video game that I sit at, but it is pale. Listen, I'm not going to like act like Coors Light's some special beer. It's not. There's nothing special about this beer. It's just the beer that I love. So let's go ahead and smell it. It's just, that's a comforting smell. It's just, I love the smell of this beer. It's sweet. I mean, it smells corny to me. I don't know if they use corn to brew Coors Light, but it's sweet and corny, almost like tortilla chips. Bready, crackery, just a slight, tiny bit of like grassiness to it. But it just has that heavy, like barley beer smell with that sweetness. What is this, 4.2%? I mean, listen, it's not offensive. It doesn't smell crazy. It doesn't smell, you know, it just smells like classic beer. Hop-kissed water. That's what it is. It's going to taste it. Cheers. Man, I'm pretty sure, like, I'm gonna do it. I'm almost positive I could pick this out of any like light macro beer that I drink. I know I could. I've drank this beer so many times. It tastes like what it smells like. It's just barley malt, bready, crackery, sweet, spritzy, refreshing, thirst quenching, light, crisp on the finish. It doesn't go, I don't want to say watery, but it's not full bodied at all. It's just a lawn mowing chugger of a beer. It's weird to me that before I drank beer, this beer was like, ugh. Because I tried this beer, you know? I tried not every other beer, but every beer that I tried, I was like, ugh, it tastes like beer. This tastes like beer to me, but it's so mild now and so mellow. Maybe it's because I'm used to it and I acquired a taste for it, but yeah, this is just, I mean, Coors Light's never let me down. You know what you're getting every time you get, you know, whatever you're getting. In this case, a 25-ounce can, which was $1.99, by the way. I mean, you buy 18 packs of bottles, 18 packs of cans. There's a liquor store down the street from me that has 18 packs of 16-ounce cans for like, I think it's like $17.99. A fantastic deal for 18 pints of beer, about $1 a pint. Like, that's awesome. I don't think I've ever seen any other 18 packs of 16-ounce cans around here. Coors Light's the only one that I see. So, I mean, they stay ready in my fridge. They just, my dad still drinks them every time he comes over here. It's just a nice change up, you know, when you're having a share and you're drinking, you know, heavy IPAs and stouts and you just need like a water break, like Coors Light's it. So there's not much else to say about this beer. I love it. I always will love it. And if you hate it, that's fine. I don't care if you hate it. But I mean, there's plenty of beers that I probably hate that you love. So almost drank the whole thing with no problem. So that is Coors Light. You guys fans? Man, that sweetness is just, it's good. I like the sweetness of this beer for whatever reason. There's other beers that they're like, oh, sweetness I don't like. This one I don't mind at all. So, we've come full circle on this channel. That's it. I'm out of here. See you guys soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the view so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.